What's going on YouTube? DX2Nasty here, and today I am making a video for new and returning players. We know that Battle for Brooklyn DLC has come out for a few weeks now, and I've been doing a lot of shepherding calls where people ask for help and I go ahead and answer their calls, and I noticed that their builds are not quite up to par, especially for doing heroic content. Everybody wants to do heroic content. It's the fastest way to get your gear up at a reasonable pace, but people are not having the gear that is proper for the difficulty. I want to show you the most basic and easiest gear to get to be able to do any kind of heroic content, whether in a group or solo. This build will get you through your content and help you to upgrade into other greater pieces of gear. You'll be able to run countdown with this. You'll be able to do any kind of checkpoint, any kind of or control point for that matter, any kind of mission, anything on heroic, you'll be able to do it with no problem. And that build is, of course, a striker's build. Now, I try to use the most common weapons as possible and that are easy to obtain. And for the weapon, I went with the FAMAS. Again, my expertise level, everything's at a 30, except for my weapon, which I had to upgrade it to a 30. But again, so my damage is going to be a lot more than yours, but it is still no problem to use. No matter what your expertise level is, even if you're at 0, you will get through heroic content with it. So the FAMAS, I have damage to target at a cover with it, and I have rolled Optimus. You could put different things there for your talent, whatever suits your playstyle. But Optimus is the easiest to go with as far as the FAMAS is concerned. We have 4 pieces striker. One is the backpack, one is the gloves, the other one is the knee pads, and the holster is the 4th piece. With that 4-piece, you're going to unlock Striker's Gamble, and you're going to get increased total weapon damage by 0.65% up to 100 times. If you have the chest piece, I believe it goes up to like 200 times. But when I'm rocking with that, we're going to use a different kind of chest piece because of its talent, and that chest piece is the Fenris chest piece. And on it, the talent I have is Obliterate, which critical hits increase total weapon damage by 1% for 10 seconds, and it stacks up to 20 times. This talent does make a big difference. in being able to deal out damage. The mask I'm using is a Cheska piece, and the reason for that is for the critical hit chance that you get on the one piece. You get an extra 8%, which is very important, especially when you're using LMGs or assault rifles, because they always have a lower critical hit chance percentage than you would with, let's say, an SMG. So we were going with the Cheska mask, and also just so you know, the chest piece and the mask are interchangeable. You could have a Fenris mask and a chest piece that is a Cheska chest piece, as long as you have the obliterate talent with critical hit chance and critical hit damage rolled onto everything on all your pieces. And we're gonna look at the stats now. My weapon damage is 107, my critical hit chance is at 57, and my critical hit damage is at 129. Sometimes I'll change and take off one critical hit chance mod at 6%, lowering this to 51%, and increasing my critical hit damage to about 140 or so. All depends. Again, this is just basic gear and weapons that you can use and obtain throughout the open world and be able to accomplish anything on heroic, whether you're a solo or in a group. It's the easy stuff to use. Also, my skills are the shield, which is the Crusader shield, and also the Reviver Hive. Two very important things, especially if you want to run solo. Crusader shield is always going to save your life, and Reviver will go ahead and pick you up, just like his name says. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you haven't done so yet, hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and until next video, peace.